Hey, welcome back everyone for our next segment in Psycho Break. We will be continuing on Chapter 5, Inner Recesses. There are 14 collectibles in Chapter 5, and let us begin, and we shall gather them all together. So I hope everyone's been alright. Yesterday was a good day. Alright, so our first collectible is directly behind us right here. There'll be a map fragment on the floor. That's map fragment number 8. There will be 3 map fragments in this chapter. So you want to go into the save room here to gather your personal document. That's collectible number 2. Excellent. I'm a bit nervous about this chapter, but I'm also very excited. Let us pick up some explosive bolts. Lovely. Right. So you'll want to come into the save room here. Arigato, Sebastian, for interrupting me like usual. Still love you, man. Okay, so... Yes, Nurse Tatiana. The newspaper's on the desk. I was like, hang on a sec, the newspaper is... Okay, so that's collectible number 3. Is the newspaper, and now we can proceed onwards. The missing poster for this level will appear in the 3rd and final save room mirror segment. That's right. Okay. I will want to use this though and have my shotgun ready because we do encounter an invisible enemy. I think we encounter another enemy if we actually search these rooms, but if we leave it, I think it doesn't actually spawn. Okay, so yeah. Man, that still scared me there. I was just like, oh my god. Pardon me. Oh. What's that? Oh, I thought I saw it because this is the invisible one and everything, so you can only just see them if they end up moving. We'll go down here. This is where we get the main one first. Is that kind of similar? One at least. Shotgun ready. Okay. Still alive. Okay, that's only second. Oh. He went for it. Should we just kill him? No, we didn't. Be a bit careful. Right. Missed it. Really? He's gonna grab me. How? Okay, I don't even care about my shotgun ammo anymore. How are you still alive? Surely you're dead now. Lord Almighty. Okay, you need to kill him in order for that door to open. I'm just gonna let my health get back to there, right there, so we can actually run. Man, he took so much more than expected. If you have seen the earlier chapters of my Sarco Break run, you would be aware that this is the first time I'm ever actually attempting to do this game on survival difficulty first before like without using any upgrades. So this game has been out for 10 years now, and each time I've done it and everything, I've always done my first run on on casual difficulty and did that as my no upgrades and speed run. But I thought I would shake it up a little bit, and yeah, I must say, like, attempting this and everything on survival difficulty with no upgrades has definitely upped the ante. Like, I don't even want to think of Akumu like this way. Like, Akumu's hard enough using your upgrades. So then to attempt that and everything without getting any upgrades, and you're expected to get through everything without being hit, crazy. But I know there's some people out there who have actually accomplished that, and they even managed to speedrun Akumu difficulty and no deaths, no upgrades. Like, it's I'm sorry, what? I don't think that's ever happened to me before. That was creepy. Nice little subtle effect, nothing happened, just a good creepy scene with a creepy laugh. That, oh man, that got me. Can you see anything there? Okay, so our next collectible is just down this drop here, and it'll be our first key for this chapter. I believe there's three keys for this chapter. That's not sure. No, that's just the box. Deceives me. Okay, so there's, yeah. Okay, so there'll be a rat and everything that you usually shoot. And everything you should be able to see. See it right there? Oh, that's now it moves. I'm pretty sure you can actually kick it to save ammunition, but we've got that taken care of. And we want to break the statuette. There's our key. Now, if I can do this next segment right, especially considering how low on everything I actually am, except for matches, I'm going to do my best to avoid these next couple of enemies. So, before we can get through here, we need to take a detour to the right. Key card. So, let me use my health stim. Did I not just pick up another health stim? Apparently not. Okay, no health stim. Okay, we're going to want to be careful anyway. So, we've got the enemy. He's moving. Try to run and avoid him. Do so because we're going to encounter another one right in front of us there. Now we want to. Like he's pursuing. He is pursuing. Okay, we've got this. We need that ammunition. Yeah, he's coming through. Health stem we got the key card, good stuff. Let us use this health stem while we've got a moment to ourselves. Because he's coming through with a fire. And he's going to try to grab us. Oh, he's right there. Oh, nice dodge. Careful of the second one. I don't know if he's made it. And now we will encounter another one, and it should also come through this door. And we got through. Let us continue, because I don't know how far they'll pursue, but they should be lost out now. Yeah, so you usually encounter 3 of the closest enemies there. We were able to evade them without getting caught and taking damage, which is really good. So we want this ammunition, very nice. Okay, so we'll have 2 collectibles in this area. There'll be a document and an audio tape. Okay, now for this area, I always start it from the very left. So this one right here, I always start it from this one first. That's just me personally. Because it's easier, because you'll see here, like these are the codes for the puzzle here, and if you guess it wrong, then you get killed. And yeah, nice little puzzle. But the reason why I take it from the left is the left one, the very left, which is this one, will be the sunflower, the left sigil. Then the middle room will be also the left sigil, and then the room on the very right will be the right sigil. I don't think I missed the document and everything. So next one should be, this one should hold the document on it, I believe. It should be right on the table. Yeah. So that's our next collectible. And then we have the audio tape to our left in the room to the very right. See on the wall as well with the mechanism. So left sigil looks like a cogwheel. Yeah, so if you get the wrong, if you press the wrong sigil, you see these holes here. These are spikes. So instead of the body on the autopsy table being spiked, the whole room gets spiked. You become a shish kebab. So quite lovely. Okay, wonderful. So we want to go to our left. Right here is our next audio file. 意識の同化に起因する。最も初期の自覚症状は脳幹への鋭い痛みである。段階を追って毛細血管が膨張出血する。自我の喪失に伴い強い自殺衝動が見られる。やがて彼らは自我を維持できなくなり、私の思い通りになるはずだ。だが、何かが完全に同化することを邪魔している。My bad, sorry about that, guys. I have noticed, like with my audio when I'm using my computer, that the game tends to suffer a bit. And I'm trying to figure that out, what to add to my mic, like with a filter, whether it's like if it needs a noise compressor or something added, because it sort of adds like a ambient fuzz noise. Joseph.
事でよかった。何が起きたかわかりませんが、無事ではない感じです。ここはどこです？おかしい。何が変だ。まるで自分の頭が他人の。聞こえました。すぐここを出よう。動けるか？すぐ。上手。
My bad. Every time I hear the word Dale, I automatically think of Kikami and
助かりました。
Henya the genius. Man, I love that. Good stuff. It was really great as well. I made a new friend who is also into VTubers and knows about it and stuff. So that was really cool because, yeah, I don't actually, I've never really actually met anyone else that's really known about that realm, and when I do introduce, they're just like, what the fuck is this? So it was really nice to meet someone who already has that. Fuck you, Joseph, out of my way. Who has that? Oh, fuck you, Joseph. You fucking wank stain. This is on you, Joseph. You fucking barbecued Mexican. I don't know where that's coming from, guys. Fuck me. Are you gonna get that? No. Fucking really? Hey Roland, I'm just doing my video. Joseph nearly just got me killed, man. He made me lose so much of my health. It's not even funny. He can't even do one thing right. Oh, man. Okay, let us be careful here. We got some green gel. Let's light him on fire. But yeah, like, I had everything under wraps and everything, and then he's got an entire hospital to move around in, and he happens to choose the exact pathway for me to get out. Bloody hell. But still not the worst AI. Still not the worst AI companion. One of the worst AI companions, which I think a mass majority of the world agrees with, is Sheva Alama from the original PS3 version to Resident Evil 5. Oh, man. It took me so many attempts to S-rank every single chapter on every single difficulty, and a majority of it was because Sheva kept running and getting herself killed. So I ended up actually just taking away her weapons, except for when you knew that she would have like a part where you would get separated, and yeah, and obviously had like the strongest weapons and infinite ammo and all that sort of stuff, and yeah, she made something much more difficult than what it already was. So, let's keep this open. I think this one's fine. Why are you setting him on fire? That's more ammunition. Okay. I'm fine, Alan. No, I'm fine. If I would have lit the match and everything on the oil spill, that lights you on fire. Oh man, kind of wish I could go back and get more matches, especially for the World coming up, but we'll get a chance to replenish that. Okay, Joseph, come down this way, man. anything to collect here. I'm always very thorough, especially on my first playthroughs on like any difficulty. Try to keep up to maximum stock or gather as much green gel as I possibly can. Joseph, get the door.
手慣れているようですね。爆弾をこんな風に置くとは。やれるか。下がって解除してみます。
Because I'm playing the Japanese version. I'm playing Sako Break. I can turn the evil within into Japanese as well, but I'm playing the actual Japanese version. Not the disc, the cover. Yeah, we've got a cinematic, so I'll pass you the disc, the cover now.
この音は何だ。無線のノイズと同じ。ジョセフ、まさかお前まで自分に何が起きてるか最近体調がよくありませんでしたがとにかくここから脱出する。この場所は普通じゃない。
Okay, so we're nearly at our next set of collectibles. You okay, Joseph?
大丈夫、ご心配なく。
Make sure there's nothing to collect over here. No, completely empty. No ammo, green gel. No, we're clear. Alrighty, up the ladder we go. This upcoming segment's going to be a little bit tricky. I will not be getting the Chapter 5 specific trophy at this current moment. That will be a new game plus an upgraded attempt. And I think there's no way I'm getting through this segment without me or Joseph getting here. So here's our next collectible, map fragment number 9. Now, we'll want to go into the save room here. And I will actually make a save as well. Even though it was a checkpoint. So, pretty sure there's no personal document and everything. Yes. If there was a personal document, the mirror doesn't crack until you've collected it. So there should be no... Yep, here's our next one. There. And now we can proceed forward. But let us make a save here. Yes, good old nurse Tatiana. Really glad they kept her in for the second one. That's where you go to use your green gel to get your upgrades. Whether you're increasing your health, sprint time, melee damage, syringe capacity, ammo capacity, weapons, performance and damage. That's right. Alrighty, here we go. Check the blink stuff. I won't be sure if I die here, but I'll do my best not to.
キッド、ここから出して。待ってください。これも罠です。見て。 平気です。
Go up there.
こっちで援護してください。待ってろ、今行く。片付けるぞ。敵役だ。何匹いるんだ。
My God, man, you're gonna get so good.
大丈夫ですか。
Too close for comfort. Very, very nervous. Come on. Dude, like, really? Oh my lord, man. Oh my lord. My aim. I told you I was gonna die. I just had a feeling. But Joseph needs to do some shit. Oh, man. Oh. Alright, we'll try that again, but we can skip the cinematic since we've already seen it. Take two.
Joseph, 無事か。ええ、平気です。こっちで援護してください。待ってろ、今行く。そう、片付けるぞ。
Sir, I need your axe. Give me your axe.
敵が来ます。
まだなの？
Joseph, do some shit. How? This is gonna take time. This is gonna take some time. Hey? The sickle? Yeah, they're one of my favourite weapons. Let's try it again. Yeah, I've never done survival with upgrades. Very.
Joseph, 無事か。ええ、平気です。こっちで援護してください。
Usually I can play.
待ってろ、今行く。そう、片付けるぞ。
まだなの？
敵が来ます。
Oh, doing one, nice.
何匹いるんだ。
Yes, sir. Give me your axe. Oh. Hey, he better be dead. Thank you for warning me about the gun. He's gonna blow. Do I have a health stem item? Give me the health stem. Use the one I've got.
Okay, look.
Oh, we got a checkpoint, good. But it's not over. They should be coming behind us here, I think. Or is that later? I'm getting
敵が
They come from upstairs first. Yeah, we take Laura.
狙われています
Joseph, you actually hit your target.
Dynamiteです
That's the one.
もう助けて
I'm gonna have to drop the axe. Oh, look what the axe go. Way to go. Yep. Now they come.
Yes. まだいるよ
Saw that couple of them now. I could get one by the free. Much appreciated.
敵が押し寄せてきます無茶するな黙れ
Yeah, perfectly laid trap. These big men will take the axe and still survive. Yeah, survive explosives. One of the load I got done is dead. He's just got 4 heads. You are so lucky you did not just die there, man.
大丈夫ですかトラップを解除します
Joseph, when I can put in my letter request for a new partner, you can expect to see more.
これ見てもらえますか
Yes, I'll join you. Okay, so we just picked up our shock bolt and everything, which will come in handy. Okay. I shouldn't be chopping any more and everything every second, so use the help. Now we can gather everything before we have to rescue Guzman. Try to gather all the green gel back. So I got that on my my 3rd, 4th attempt. I already know I'm going to die a fair few times there against the Sentinel. That boss is an absolute pain. I think like on a Kumu difficulty, even with upgrades and everything, like it took me like over 30 attempts or something to actually defeat the first stage of the Sentinel. Was like not even getting a single moment to like move out of the way. It would just immediately go for its attack. Then I was just getting instantly dead. I'm like, well, let's try that again. Okay, we're all good. I think we've got everything, all the ammunition we can actually hold.
これは開けられません別の操作パネルがありそうですもう時間がないケーブルの行き先は俺が行く指示してくれ
Run.
別の操作パネルがある。
We'll be coming back here because we just ended up passing our next key. So after we take care of this, we can backtrack.
パネルを見てください。同じようなダイヤルがあるはずです。ああ、上下に2つある。じゃあ上のダイヤルを22、下を5に合わせてください。大丈夫です。
Okay. Yes, soon. It is not far away. Okay, so now we want to go back down here. And we'll just go through this little segment, and it'll be in a cell to our left. So in this one here, statuette. Excellent. Our 3 on this chapter. Now we can just backtrack and everything. You can just go and jump down from the top where the place is, but I usually come left. Like some extra ammunition. Still. Now we seem to be clear. Okay. So we're clear of collectibles here, and we'll be having, I think, one more segment before we encounter Laura as the big bad. Okay, so there'll be a crack in the wall and everything. There it is, so it's right behind us in this wall right here. Now, if you actually take a left here, there will be some collectibles, but I do think it actually spawns another enemy. At least I'll be able to get something. Headshot. Oh, perfect hit. Yeah, you gotta be careful because sometimes when they are on fire and they're doing that, they can actually grab you and you will cop damage, and if that happens to you on a Kumu, you're dead instantly. Yes. So if we go down this way, there'll be some stuff to collect, like spare parts and sometimes some green shells. But I think that spawns one extra enemy. Usually I get some more benefits from there, but not this time. Okay, so now we go down here. Take the left here. You can. And there'll also be some ammunition and green gel. Okay, now we got another right segment. I don't think I've ever seen this door here. Nice. Okay, some green gel. Is there anything else? Or did I already pick it up? Okay. There was a door there. Maybe I have seen it before, I just saw the door. I'm not sure. Okay. We got some... can hear everything but my target at this moment. If you go through... If you see my videos from the Evil Within, you can see that I'm a bit better than my current run on Psycho Break. Oh, this is terrible.
向こう側からロックされてるみたいね。
セバスチャン、2人で持ち上げればキットがくぐって向こう側に行けるかもしれません。
頼んだぞ。
分かったわ。
I need more matches for what's coming.
早く行きましょう。
That's an encounter, one of the most terrifying parts in any video game. Let's fix it.
行きましょう。
ありがとう、Pigman.
ともかく2人とも無事でよかった。
奇妙ですね。捕らえただけで殺さないっていうのは。
彼は脅威とみなさなかった。
彼。またあのドアか。
Okay, so this is where we encounter our last segment for the collectibles. So you'll want to, I'm pretty sure we've completed everything successfully. So right here to the right as soon as you come in will be our final map fragment for chapter 5. There'll be a personal document. I believe this musical piece is Claire de Lune. I might be wrong, but I know the game does use Claire de Lune.
Sebastian, 何かお忘れですか?
Okay, so now we'll have our final newspaper, and now we will have our missing persons poster. And that only leaves us with one collectible left, which is the third and final key that you can get on chapter 5. Alrighty, so let us move forward. It's a terrifying segment. You can leave this area and everything, but I like to try and gather any sort of equipment I possibly can. Oh, trust me, you'll remember. Okay, you want to be careful here because there should be a dude that will set off the trap. Or maybe it would be me that would set off the trap because I forgot to deactivate it. Yeah, you're welcome to come after me, man. Just climb up here, let me grab this bottle. Not get on top of the barrels. Where did my bottle go? Oi! Oh, sorry, sir. Really? No. Drop down. Okay. Now we should be able to at least use the trap on this dude. If I can actually remember where these spikes actually come up. Yeah, no one is coming, but that... Was that too soon? That was too soon. Barnaby boy. Bloody Dude, why does he not set on fire? At this point, I would have just left everything and just kept the health. Now, if I don't open this chest properly, there should be a chest here with an explosive, and if I don't do this, I'm gonna go boom boom. I still got some health back. There we go. And we just got our freeze bolts. So it was actually really beneficial for us to actually come this way. So the freeze bolts do actually help a lot, especially with what we have coming up, which is Laura. Huh? Yeah, that picked up in the drawer. Yeah. Yeah, it's good old green gel. Yeah, so we can't defeat Laura until chapter 10. And I don't know if I'll be able to do that on my first run through. I should have actually left that, because I usually use that to lure these ones in. So to do that, you should be able to... I've only got one match left, multiple matches. Yeah, I need to be careful here. Excuse me. I'm really going for it. I'm beginning to think this game has it out for me personally. I really think personal vendetta. Oh, come on, die, man. Well, woman, but still. Thank you. Now you're dead. Lord, you're gonna... You stingy bitch. You couldn't even give me any green gel for all the trouble you caused. Sounds about right. Okay. Oh, some matches. Good. That's what we need. 4 matches. Very nice. Okay, so be careful with the battle trigger. I've ran through before and I've tasted the sweet metal of that trap. It flattens me quite painfully. Okay, here we go. So here, you don't want to walk and then backtrack immediately. Fire seems to work. That it does. I haven't even watched The Ring. How do you know about that? Not sure. Yeah, so in here is the key on the card. Did you... I was about to say, did you just drop the statuette? Okay, now it's flying in the motion it should do. So usually C where you can get a good shot. Yeah, I think that should work there. No, it's a crow. Fucking good shot. Nicely placed. And there's our third and final key and final collectible for chapter 5. Now we just have one of the most terrifying segments of the game. Oh, alrighty, here we go. usually there's a specific order that she will actually appear out of the Now we did the right thing, but she didn't drop. Now she's going to come for us all the thing. That's right here. This is where this should be the final one. Now the camera through. Got it. These two guys are completely yeah, there we go. We got it. Oh, she's terrifying. Now, this should actually open up and actually drop down some green gel from her. But, it took me a couple of playthroughs until I actually realised that was even possible. I think. I can't remember. But there's been times to where I've actually pulled the lever and I've actually fallen in the trap myself and barbecued myself. That was fun times. Alright, we got through with no deaths and first attempt on that segment. Really good. In that segment, yes, Rowan. I'm very aware I died a couple of times in the previous segments. I am aware. Okay, now we can go through here. I think this is when we encounter our first STEM beacon. So I think we might have one more stage before we finish Chapter 5 Inner Recesses. Yes, we do. Use my hand.
被験者の医療歴が発育中、コミュニケーション能力不全、社会的認知障害、反復行動など共感覚の傾向を示す報告、家系的には外部刺激とパターン順応性に対する脆弱性が示されている。何年も探してきたものがお前だったとは、すぐそばにいたとは驚きだ。間違いない。こいつは適合者だ。
Here we go. One final battle before we finish Chapter 5 in nonsense. Chapter 6 is going to be difficult. Chapter 6 has always been a very terrifying chapter. We've got like 3 main boss segments, but technically 4 bosses because you encountered 2 in 1. So yeah, Chapter 6 is going to be absolutely delightful. Expect a lot of deaths in next video, Chapter 6, Losing Grip on Ourselves. But thank you very much for joining for Chapter 5, Inner Recesses. I hope you have enjoyed and had a little bit of a giggle from when I made my little screw-ups here and there. But regardless, we got through it, we've survived, and we get to fight on to the next chapter. So I'm going to have a little bit of a break, and then I will see you for Chapter 6, Losing Grip on Ourselves. See you then, guys. Arigato.